Wherever you go, it doesn't matter where you are culturally or what the attitude of the neighborhood is, you never forget that you're in Chicago.
Personally, for me, Chicago gave me a lot of opportunities.
There's something here that draws people in and says you're all welcome here.
Definitely our architecture is iconic internationally.
There's not any situation where you're looking for inspiration or you're working in a creative direction and you can't find it in Chicago.
Chicago has always been a city of tremendous architectural innovation, and the new global terminal will reflect that spirit of innovation.
We regard airport terminals as civic buildings. We have an ability, I think, to draw out the essence of the spirit of the place. We feel very confident that we will give Chicago a civic building worthy of that tradition.
We want to challenge the expectations of what an international terminal should be. We asked ourselves, how can we reduce the stress of air travel? How can our design create a passenger experience that people look forward to? Many people don't realize that the ORD of O'Hare's call letters actually come from its original name, Orchard Field. We thought the experience of walking through the terminal could be a bit like walking through the trees of an orchard. The head house structure takes its inspiration from a tree's canopy, with changing light and shadow throughout the day. We also like the connection to nature, health, and wellness, all things that we thought could really improve the experience of air travel.
Plants provide fresh air, filtering pollutants and creating oxygen. Many interior tropical plants remove harmful volatile organic carbons, breaking them down into non-toxic components.
We just like the recall of history and the catapult to the next century when sustainability is probably the most important design challenge we face.
The Midwest has such impressive landscapes, and we wanted to bring those into the design in some way.
Tallgrass prairie is ecologically unique to Chicago's region, and bookending the terminal with these waving fields provides an immersive landscape for travelers to access and explore.
When you get to the new O'Hare, you're going to be arriving in a neighborhood.
From the curbside, you arrive to a dramatic multi-story room, reusing the structure of the existing Terminal 2. By doing this, we found that we can save $75 million and 600 tons of embodied carbon.
We have given space, volume, and amplitude to all of the key public spaces.
Behind the head house is what we thought of as a collection of neighborhoods, great shops and restaurants, all local, authentic Chicago experiences.
Every place you go in Chicago, you feel warmth and welcome.
It's special. It speaks to the uniqueness of each neighborhood, the uniqueness of the city.
How could a visitor from abroad get a flavor of what Chicago has to offer?
Art has the ability to be the first thing that can engage a visitor or a passenger who maybe doesn't speak the language or maybe has never been here, to be that first introduction to our version of the melting pot.
Can you imagine reading your book under a tree while waiting for your flight? We wanted to create gathering spaces that are truly multi-use, and even outdoor gardens where you can step outside in the summer and get some fresh air right across from your gate.
It was our intention that we could build that beauty into the airport, just make humans feel more human by reminding them what season and what time it is.
At the end of the concourse, we made a place for people to take a break from their journey and look out over the airfield. There are private spaces and hammocks, and yes, we've added plenty of outlets. Our design completely rethinks how a terminal can better support the passenger experience. It's truly innovative and uniquely Chicago.
It is eminently simple and bold and innovative. For me, those are the characteristics that characterize Chicago, and particularly Chicago architecture.
We're proud to be from a city with such a great legacy of architectural innovation. We like to think that our design honors that spirit, and Chicago deserves the absolute best.